Welcome to Gutenberg, an introduction to the new WordPress editor. The WordPress world is on the brink of a major transformation. This change isn't a negative one. While it might initially throw some web developers into a bit of a panic as they navigate through the new interface and compatibility challenges, it's poised to revolutionize how writers craft content. One key reason for this shift is that content is no longer confined to text alone. Today's web is brimming with media-rich content, encompassing everything from interactive JavaScript elements to full-fledged video and audio clips. It's only logical for WordPress to acknowledge this evolution by introducing a content editor that simplifies the creation and dissemination of rich content. The current WordPress editor hails from a different era. It obliges users to rely on shortcodes and HTML to achieve their goals. Even its interface looks outdated, and for good reason. Just take a look at the TinyMCE toolbar icons. TinyMCE adopted its icons from Microsoft in the 2000s, who, in turn, borrowed them from Corel in the 90s. Corel originally devised these icons back in the 80s when WordPerfect reigned as the premier processor for MS-DOS. Change was long overdue, but that's not all, not by a long shot. Gutenberg streamlines the editing process for media-rich web pages, making it simpler for users of all generations, including those unfamiliar with MS-DOS, to create these pages. And the best part? You can try it out right now. Install Gutenberg as a plugin. WordPress users running version 4.8 and above can now experience Gutenberg by installing the latest beta version as a plugin, which can be found here. However, it's advisable to refrain from installing it directly on a live site. Instead, use a test site or your hosting provider's staging environment. Alternatively, you can explore the new editor immediately using the sandbox-style frontend. While you can't save posts or upload images, it provides a faithful replica of Gutenberg's functionality. If you prefer not to use Gutenberg as a plugin, you can now test the initial release of WordPress 5.0 beta. Upon doing this, you'll notice that all your posts now include a Gutenberg link below them. This allows you to switch between the current visual editor and Gutenberg to preview how the upcoming editor will function with your existing posts. It's highly recommended to take some time to familiarize yourself with Gutenberg. Once WordPress 5.0 is released, Gutenberg will become the default editor. While you'll still have the option to install the classic editor for compatibility reasons, you may not want to rely on it for long. Gutenberg, a first look. Web developers familiar with Medium will find the Gutenberg interface intuitive. It offers ample writing space, particularly suited for small mobile screens, and minimizes distractions. To further reduce distractions and widen your writing space, click on Post Settings and disable the right-hand sidebar. Most likely, users will be able to toggle the distraction-free writing mode using Shift-Alt-W once the feature is officially released. For web developers eager to delve into Gutenberg's inner workings, the text editor option is available in the top left drop-down menu, which displays the HTML code on the screen. One notable feature is that HTML comments describe individual text blocks. This is how Gutenberg organizes text into blocks that users can arrange on the screen according to their preferences. The text block code looks like this. At the graphical interface level, highlighting a block reveals options to move it up and down, delete it, or adjust its settings. This functionality will be familiar to Medium users. If you've installed the Gutenberg plugin on a test site, try it out on a mobile device. Writing and inserting images or other media on a smartphone is now simpler than ever. While the TinyMCE toolbar no longer sits above the text, the core editing engine remains a critical component in defining editable content in Gutenberg. The toolbar functions are now consolidated into various blocks. For instance, the classic text block essentially functions as the TinyMCE editor. Gutenberg, new kid on the block. Blocks are the primary units of display within the Gutenberg interface. Text blocks contain text, table blocks contain tables, and live HTML blocks contain live HTML code that runs directly inside the block. This makes creating dynamic, engaging websites much easier for developers. Instead of switching between visual and text editors, you simply select the appropriate block and proceed. Block previews help users verify the results. Each block has specific settings, primarily determined by its intended purpose. Some blocks allow you to add CSS classes to the block's contents, simplifying design tasks. You can create a table of contents and automatically generate clickable links that allow users to navigate to different sections of your page. This feature is especially useful for long-form content. You can also set anchors on specific blocks, enabling you to link to a particular section or header within a page. This is perfect for creating jump-to menus in search engine results pages, SERPs, and highlighting specific sections when linking to and from other websites. Embedding done right. One of the key user-friendly features of Gutenberg is its streamlined embedding process. Accessible embedding options are now just a click away from your writing space. Gutenberg users can easily embed media content from various platforms such as YouTube, Twitter, Reddit, SoundCloud, Hulu, Spotify, Instagram, and more directly from the user interface. While embedding was possible before, many users were unaware because the visual editor didn't provide any visible cues. You had to know it was possible. Stay tuned for Gutenberg compatibility. Getting accustomed to Gutenberg is crucial, as it will significantly alter how WordPress users create and publish content. However, the primary concern for most web developers is compatibility. In the next post, I'll discuss some of the potential compatibility challenges that Gutenberg will present to WordPress developers, along with steps you can take to prepare for them. Stay tuned to learn what actions you should be taking now to plan ahead. Thank you.